Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are about to go ahead and do our review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna go and give it to y'all. I know a few of y'all was asking for it, girl. So like to hear it, honey. Hit the hell go. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So go ahead and come on in, like the video, all that great stuff, and I will be on camera in just a second. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me fix this real quick, and we'll get into some things. So, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in. Come on in. I definitely see you guys. Thank you all for joining. What is up, girl? Hey, bitch. What's up, y'all? We got to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? The episode was definitely giving lackluster. For sure. Definitely giving lack to the luster for me, but we are going to make whatever they gave us work, okay? Does anybody know when the last episode is? Because I don't even know. I'm trying to find out when is this show going off. Does anybody, somebody, anybody? Let me see. Let me do another search, child. Um, mm, okay, I can't really see. Oh, I don't know. Okay, right there. I guess we 10 episodes in. Girl, they usually give us about 15, 17. Ain't no telling. I mean, I would think that the season is going to wrap up probably this year is what I'm thinking because they had the reunion like what 2, 3 weeks ago. So usually when reunions take place, I believe there's like another month of filming, right? So for me, I'm thinking probably by the end of this month, the season would have wrapped up, and somewhere in December, maybe going into the top of January, we'll be getting into like the reunion and stuff for the season. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, girl, what's going on, Miss Linda, Dyrese, Tasha? What's up, Tiambi Fields? I hope I said that right. Tisha definitely come to throw down. Gym shoes and shorts. Mel was the Target. Okay, y'all be killing me when y'all hop in the comments, getting straight to it. What's up, Shannon? What's up, really? What's up going on? Everybody, Black Storm, Andrea, Yolanda, Alana, 2Ls, Sexy Mama, Zana. Okay, what's up? She said, girl, I don't know either. What's up, Delia? Briley says IDK, but six more. But there's okay, 6 more episodes. So if there's 6 more episodes, then we're getting closer to the reunion, which is probably going to be about 3 parts. Okay. I feel like it may even be 4. Child, ain't no telling because didn't they end season 4 and we didn't get a reunion? It just ended. I think the last reunion we got was like at the top of the year, right before Miss A decided she was going to leak out information regarding them all being down there in Atlanta. So then we took a break, and when we took a break, I'm thinking it was going to be a continuation of season 4. When they returned, it ended up being season 5. All right, so they come back season 5. So I would think that the reunion is going to be lengthy because I feel like we have a lot of things that we have to cover, right? So we'll see what they're gonna give us. What's up, Sugar Shan, Crystal, Patricia, Simone, honey, Talisha. What's up, Milan, Lee? What's going on, Gigi, honey? Hey, Alana. Vernita, Marvelous, Jamie, Mary. What's up, everybody? Everybody. Sheila says, let's hear it, Jamie. I didn't watch, but I'm excited to hear and watch you. Let me know how it went down. You know, I'm gonna let you know how it went down. Wait a minute, Tasha. Did you see the video of Destiny giving a lady a lap dance? I have not seen that. Let me scoot over here and see if I could see. I didn't see that. Now, where did this take place? Was that at the event on that same night? Where did these things take place? Like, whoa, 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 wow. Oh, wow. Let's see. That's crazy. Now, send that to me. I didn't see that. It's kind of messy there. Um, Let me type her name in here and see if there's anything that comes up on that. Wow, wow, wow. No, I don't see anything. Um, Samal says, Jesus, how long is this going to take? We'll be celebrating holidays before the reunion, child. Right, right. Y'all funny. Oh, was at somebody's reception. Okay, but she was just having a good old time. Is what she probably just having a little fun. Okay, so let's get into some things. All right. So in this particular episode, we see that Stormy husband pretty much opens up the show. Okay, with a basketball game, he's gonna do some things with the fellas. And I'm like kind of liking this a bit because I said, okay, y'all are starting to bring my girl Stormy and her husband more into the fold. Okay, you got him hosting a basketball game, you got Miss Stormy hosting a ladies event. So I'm like, okay, y'all are starting to bring them into the fold. It does make me think, if y'all are bringing them more into the fold, who are you taking further out of the fold? Is that going to be Tiffany and Lewis, or is there going to be another couple that you're going to slowly phase the hell out as you bring in Miss Stormy and them? Just wondering. Okay, I don't know. We'll see at a later time. What else? Okay, so I felt like with them bringing Stormy and her husband more to the forefront, I felt like they're listening to us fans. They're hearing us. They know what it is that we want. We don't want to see, Miss Stormy and them, all of that. They listening to us, okay? But I do hope that with them bringing Stormy and her husband more into the fold for us to see them, I hope that they don't end up being people that we don't like, because I really do like Stormy. So I hope they don't do nothing to make us be like, oh, I don't like them, and start really critiquing their marriage and all this extra stuff. But we'll see, okay? Hey, the longer you on the show, then everybody's liable to go through it. Anyway, so Martell, okay. I was like, Martell came to play basketball, and he said, listen, football is my piece, okay? Basketball is not. I thought baseball probably would be his thing. You know what I'm saying? He does look like he could be a baseball player, or could have been a baseball player in college versus a football player. But I mean, he got that football instead. He has an athletic build, period, right? So I was a bit surprised to hear that basketball was not his thing. And I guess when I looked at the shorts, I realized you're right, because I'm confused. Your shirts be tight enough, so you're gonna come in here with some shorts on too. You're right. Basketball is definitely not it for you, and it's okay. All right. Courtney tells the guys about Stormy trying to bring the ladies back together. Some of the guys think is great. Not everybody. They think you're gonna need some security, so y'all gonna have to work on that. Okay. He thinks the ladies gonna be good without security, though, is what he's saying. And he hopes it goes well, because he knows the ladies don't forgive like the men do, which is funny because they had the same conversation on Married to Medicine, and we'll get into that tonight. Married to Medicine, Real Housewives of Potomac, juicy, a lot to talk about, so we'll do that later on tonight. But anyway, that's true. Guys really don't hold grudges like that. Like Martell, Maurice, and Marceau really was getting into it at Destiny's house, and then now all of a sudden everybody can come around and shoot hoops and act like life is grand and life is great. But at the end of the day, I feel like maybe they just gonna keep business and personal a bit separate, because remember, Martell was supposed to be working with Marcel. Then he came and said, oh no, that's dead, I'm not gonna be doing that no more. So it's like, are you not, or is this friendship gonna make you want to get back into business with him? We'll see. Either way, all right. The guys talk about the latest updates. Maurice was quick to brag about the fact that he's about to have a black title company. I kind of felt a little way about that. I feel like that was Kimmy's idea. And since Kimmy has an office inside your office, I feel like you trying to take on that lady idea. You know what I'm saying? It probably was Kimmy's idea the whole time. Like, let's get into this sector. And you probably didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they're going to be doing it together. So kudos to them. All right. What else happened? Courtney wants to get into real estate, and Marceau is actually willing to teach him what to do. Now, Marceau also says that he tried to pitch this same thing to Martell, because where Courtney is coming from it with, and I'm with Courtney on this a little bit. Like, listen, I just want to invest my money. That's it, baby. I want y'all to do all the hard work. I want y'all to do the most. And I just want to see a return on my investment. Like, that's all that I'm asking y'all for. So Marceau is down for this. He loves to do this stuff, right? At least that's how it came off. He also was trying to extend this very idea and situation or whatever to Mr. Martell. And I don't know why Martell wouldn't take that on. See, Martell and Melody used to work in residential. Whereas, in my opinion, well, I ain't going to say that. Some part of me is gonna say that. I feel like the money for real is in commercial real estate. I do over residential, because I mean, maybe they about the same for real. But I feel like commercial probably a little better. Like, why wouldn't you? You already got the residential. You've done that for such a long time. Why not get knowledgeable in the commercial sector and invest your money over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just sounds better. Like, I mean, I guess. I mean, whatever. Either way, Martell don't want to do nothing. That's just where we at. Okay, he don't want to take the license. He ain't trying to invest. He ain't trying. I don't know what the hell Martell want to do. He just want to sell his wine, look cute over here on a calendar or whatever like that. Be a reality TV star, whether it's over here on the OWN network or Bravo or whatever. And he just want to move on with his life. Like, okay, then Martell, if that's what you like, then do what it is that you want to do. Okay, I mean, who the hell are we? Okay. What else? So Martell says that he and Mel are looking at the bigger picture when it comes to their kids. They're gonna always be on the same page. He lets the guys know, listen, Mel done sat up there and invited me to Destin, so I'm definitely going to be there. You know, that's something I used to do. I was kind of like, wait a minute, don't say that's something you used to do with the family. You said it like you was in charge of doing that every year. You know what I'm saying? Then if that's the case, you should have been hosting this trip with the kids and then invite Melody to come along. I feel like you weren't in charge of that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I used to do with the family. Of course, you had a family. I'm sure that was both of y'all idea. But anyway, girl, whatever, Martell. All right. So then Marceau asked him, does that confuse the children? And I was kind of like, I don't know, Marceau. Let us know. Does it confuse the children that they always see their mama more than they see their daddy? Huh? Does it confuse them? Or does it not confuse them? Does it confuse the children when you don't even know anything about their doctor's appointments and stuff? Ain't that's what you and Tisha was talking about? Does it confuse the children when she be with them more than you do? Does it confuse them? I don't know. Okay. So he asking this man, does it confuse the children? Martell says no, because they know that we're not together. They understand divorce. They understand. Okay. Maurice says that, well, it's good. He says, but the kids they're gonna be hopeful on the inside. And for me, some part of me is kind of like, what's wrong with them being hopeful? That they parents, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, they're old enough to know me and daddy are not in the same place. We're not getting married, but for you, or getting back together at this time. But for you guys, we're focused on you all's happiness, and we know that you guys may have wanted us in the same space for a long time. So we're gonna do this family trip. That it like those kids are old enough, in my opinion, to understand. Hell, you got some of her family members that's probably sitting around, and some of his family members sitting around, probably hoping that they'll get back together too. You know what I'm saying? They probably like, oh, where they going on the trip? Well, I hope this is a restart to something or whatever. I know he did wrong, girl. I know he cheated, girl, or whatever. But I hope that this gonna end up being so. It's like, girl, I don't know, and I understand they're kids, but I do feel like they're old enough to know what the hell is going on. And I think Martell had a point. Like at the end of the day, it's about their kids' happiness. And I think Lewis was right when Lewis said, the kids are gonna think like more than anything, they just gonna be happy to kind of feel like it's normal again. And I'm just like, hey, that's fine with that. And what else happened? Marceau and Maurice ended up reflecting on their parents not being together. I don't know if y'all caught this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all caught this, but Marceau and Maurice reflecting on the kids, on their parents having a divorce, and then they came back and started dating, right? So when they came back and started dating, they said we were really happy when our parents started back dating, but I ain't gonna lie, we kind of was over there wondering, like, I mean, hey, are they gonna get back together? So I'm like, y'all said, I don't remember either one of the brothers saying that they were hoping the parents would get back together. What I heard them say was they saw their parents dating, they were happy about it, but they were wondering if they were going to get back together. What y'all gave me, and y'all were trying to project on Martell a little bit, and maybe y'all could have been right or whatever, but y'all were speaking from your own experience. It was just interesting because I'm like, y'all was happy to see y'all parents interacting because it probably wasn't a whole lot of damn fussing. That's what it's giving. And also wondering if they're gonna be back together, because you probably don't want them to back together, because now that he ain't living in the household, y'all daddy or whatever not living there, then life is a bit different and you probably a bit more happier with how things are right now, even though you happy your parents are together. Like, it was just like really awkward how Maurice sat up there and worded it. And I'm like, okay, so y'all really didn't want y'all parents to be together? Like, I'm confused on what you saying. Like, y'all sound like y'all wasn't really happy for real. You know what I'm saying? As kids, yeah, we was happy to see them together, but I'm not gonna lie, we was wondering if they were gonna get back together. Now you ain't say you talking about Martell kids talking about hoping, but it sounded like y'all was wondering whether they was gonna get back together. So I don't think that's something y'all really wanted with y'all parents. Okay, and y'all trying to talk to that man about it, and I'm not saying y'all wrong when it comes to Martell and Mill. Maybe they shouldn't be together. Nobody want to, kids want to deal with that all the time. But yeah, no, thank you so much. Astro Raleigh for the super chat. Love the lives. Glad I made it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. So it's also given that they daddy wasn't present either. Ooh, 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 ooh. Like, girl. Okay. It was very awkward, and I was listening to that. I was like, that don't really seem like the same thing. Like y'all kind of sounded like y'all don't want them to get back together, even though you happy they hanging out. Whereas Martell kids probably are hoping their parents would get back together. I don't know. Someone's off about it. I didn't like it. Okay. Lewis says at the end of the day, what's more important is the kids seeing their parents actually being around each other and being able to be civil. And it's just a happy moment for the children in general. Okay. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, they don't want them to get back together. I mean, I ain't saying that they should get back together for real, you know. Like, I mean, if he trash, then why she got to stay around for some trash? You know what I'm saying? Girl, go on about your business. You feel me? But yeah. Let's see. I think they just don't want the kids to be let down. I get that, and I also get that they need to worry about their own children being let down. Hello. The Scots just hate Mel and Martell being in a good place because they were a power couple, and so if they never get back together, they may be able to work together, and they can have that. Oh, they can't have that. Gotcha. Mm. So there's that, okay? So Stormy and Melody did link up. It looked like they went to like a crystal spot or whatnot. And Mel ended up updating Stormy on what happened at the dinner. Okay. When all of the six came together, they chit chatted and stuff, and they came to a resolution. Okay. Not really a resolution. They just came to some decisions. All right. So Mel says she didn't say anything when Tisha was over there throwing shade. I liked so much that Mel caught what I caught when I was watching it, because when Tisha reiterated what her mama, my mom was just saying what Martell said. Well, Martell said that Melody didn't see the main thing she wanted everybody to focus on. For me personally, she wanted people to focus on Mel stepped out on Martell, and the child that they had or whatever, or she has, is in question. Like that's what she really wanted to be. Make sure people understood that part. And Mel was like, "Girl, I'm so glad I ain't even saying that." She said, "That's not usual for me. So I'm glad that I just kept my mouth closed." Right. What else? So then Mel tells her the conclusion is this: all kids are off limits. Period. Don't talk about no kids. We won't talk about your kids, whatever. She also says that they're not supposed to be talking negatively on each other on social media. Yikes. Okay. I wish I knew exactly when they made this decision, how far back it was that they made this decision to not do that, because I could have sworn they all got slick about each other over the summer. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like nobody abide by the rules that y'all put in place. Okay. What else? Stormy tells her about the event she's trying to have for the ladies and how she wants everybody to be in attendance. Okay. That includes Destiny and Tisha. Miss Mel is like, I don't know if this is gonna be a good event for me. I'm just gonna be real honest. Like, girl, I'm gonna have to think about this. I'm gonna have to pray on it. Okay. And if God says go, then I'm going to go. But if he tell me not to go, then girl, I'm not gonna be at that shit. All right. So I just need to think about this a little bit, right? So she said, girl, first of all, what is the reason? And Stormy says, well, I want to resolve some things. We really didn't get anything resolved at the Galentines. So I want to see if we can get some resolved. Now, Mel said, wait a minute, I'm not trying to resolve nothing with these folks. Nothing at all. So I mean, like, girl, what is it for? And she said healing and peace. And of course, Mel is going to think about that. She said she ain't looking for no friendship or nothing with none of these ladies. Okay. Um, I don't know what to say to that. Like, if you ain't looking for no friendships with none of the ladies, what is going to be the reason that you're gonna have this sit down with Destiny? Is it because y'all have to coexist on the show together? Maybe that's why. Because if you're not trying to be friends with Destiny or move forward in that sector, some part of me is like, I won't even sit down and have a conversation with her on the next episode. But I guess to get to a place where y'all can at least be cordial on the show as you and Tisha are, I guess it makes sense to have a conversation with her. But okay, we'll see. We'll watch it, girl, I guess. Okay, so Mel says that they've actually tried the whole healing and peace thing before, and it didn't work. And I said, and it ain't gonna work. It's still not gonna work unless everybody is on the same page to moving forward. But one thing about Miss Destiny, baby, Destiny actually enjoys, and I think she may feel like she thrives in holding on to shit. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, Melody says she don't know if she's gonna attend, but we are gonna see that Melody is in turn. She's actually going to attend. Okay. Um, what else? Marceau and Courtney. So they sit down, they have a talk. Courtney's trying to get into real estate, but he doesn't want to do any work. He just wants to invest his money and get it back and go on by his business. And I can't blame him. Okay. Marceau asked him, is this for him or is this for Stormy? And old boy said, oh, it's always gonna be Stormy. I know that's right. I know this. It's always gonna be me and my wife. Like, what are you talking about? It's always gonna be us. So yeah, she's always included. So Marceau says with he and Tisha, what he said, with he and Tisha working together, it could bleed into the household, and he doesn't want to deal with that all the time. But I'm a little confused by the conversation because I'm like, you and Tisha still working together, right? Because she works in the front of the office handling all the paperwork and stuff, and you may go out and you may do the on-site type of work. So how is that not working together? And when they say, when Courtney's talking about working together, in what capacity? You mean having Tisha on site working on stuff? Because it kind of sounds like they're working together. I don't know. So Courtney says that he doesn't think Marceau likes working with women. And I said, no, that's not the case. Okay, Courtney, understand this. Marceau enjoys working with women, especially when they know they place. Marceau does not like to take orders from women. Okay, that's the difference. He don't mind working with them as long as they understand they place. Her places in the front of the office greeting the people. Okay, Tisha is a greeter for the company. Tisha answers the phone. Tisha is a receptionist. Okay, even though she's the one that's on the line. Hello. Should anything fall out with the company, because ain't she like co-owner or whatever the case is, but she's trickled down to only be like a receptionist. Like, I don't know. But he don't mind working with that lady. He don't mind working with her at all, in my opinion. He just don't want her up there telling him what the hell to do. Like, he don't want nobody else telling him what the hell to do. Okay. Marceau is not good at listening to other folks, but he's great at giving his unwarranted advice at all times. Understand? Okay. What else? So Courtney says when he and Stormy were together, he lets her do her thing. Okay, and Marcel was like, okay, so y'all have roles, and he was like, yeah, I guess, yeah, we got roles, and then Marcel says, okay, but then we have different roles, and I think that's when he says, to him, like, oh no, like you just don't, want to work with women or work with your wife or whatever. So no, Courtney tells him y'all don't have no roles, and I said they do have roles, baby. And Tisha's role is for her to sit down and shut up. Okay, that is the role that is being played here. Understand? All right. Marcel says if he worked with her, he will only get half because they wouldn't be together. He's talking about if I work with Tisha, it would be half. She would get half of everything because we wouldn't be together. So I have to give her some stuff. But it's weird. I'm a bit of confused with the conversation because I'm still thinking to myself, but y'all do work together though. So what are we really talking about? Like, are y'all just not working together on certain projects or something? But y'all working together. So what are we talking about here? Thank you so much, Chim Cham, for the super chat. Hey, Jamie and fam. Woo, I've been waiting for your review of this. Can't wait for the OLFP this week. And I hope y'all tear Destiny a new one. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yes, OLFP will be on my channel this week. So make sure you guys have your notifications on and all of that great jazz because we will be talking about all of your favorite shows on this Thursday on my channel. Okay. What else is happening? So yeah, that was pretty much everything with Marcel. Now let's get to Maurice and Kimmy because this is the really sad part. Because we learned that Kimmy ended up finding two different lumps near her breast. June of this year, June 14th, I believe she said. Very sad. Hate that for Kimmy. She's waiting on the results right now. You could tell that she's very emotional about this. We don't really see Kimmy in this space like at all. And I feel like that's most black women, we always strong, always, keep it moving, da 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 da. But then sometimes some situations that hit you and stop you in your tracks. I really hate that she has to go through this, but what I do like, I feel like this is the first time I really saw Maurice for me really kind of like step up and be the support that she needs. In this moment, so I appreciate that, and I think she gonna have a lot of support with this. I do hope. I was hoping. I said I hope that they're benign whatever they are, I hope that they're benign. I'm not sure, but I did see like on her page or something. I believe she's hosted some type of breast cancer awareness type of functions. So it made me think maybe she does have it. But if she happens to have it, I do pray that it was just like a stage one and she caught it early. Not sure, but it's a terrible situation, and I hate that. And it can happen to anybody at any time. Like you could be in your 30s and your 20s, living your life, having a great time. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. Boom, you hit 40 some years old, then here you go. You know what I'm saying? It could be when you get 50, and it's just crazy because it can happen at any moment, at any time. I really hate that, but I definitely hope that Kimmy comes through this situation and she just continues to push through. I hope that she has a really strong supportive group around her, which I think that she will definitely have, and she just takes it easy. And for me, I feel like Maurice, I know you're somewhere sitting down thinking of how dumb you sounded asking this woman over and over for sex multiple times a day, and she was dealing with something completely, she had some other stuff going on. Now granted, she didn't know that she had these things going on at that particular time, but now I hope that this situation allows you to see how ignorant you can be, and most men, how ignorant y'all can be sometimes to y'all mates, because y'all be so focused on the me factor, and you don't think that she too could be going through some other stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? And then even if not, if she ain't trying to fuck on you twice a day, like, oh my god, be all right. You will live. You will live. Anyway, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, it's me. We're the 17 million Marcel talking about. Listen, he did say that. He did say that. Because listen, let's go back a little bit. Because Courtney definitely tried to SHI on that man and say, listen, me and Stormy, we made 20 million together. All right. So then here go Marcel talking about the 17 million that they done made or whatever. I guess he made on his own. Now, the only thing I could think of with that 17 million is well, I don't even know if it could have been 17. I gotta see. But he named about three different things. He named a hotel, an apartment complex, and then he named something else. I don't know if it was like a retail space or something. I don't know if that's 17. It could be 17 when you're dealing with a hotel and some apartments, especially if they're luxury. So that could be where that 17 million came from. Or it, I don't know. I don't think, I can't say, well, I'm gonna say think, because I definitely don't know for sure, but I'm not sure if the 17 million was for one project. I think it was a few projects that led up to 17 million. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, it's me, but that's what I'm thinking. But I have to say, I have to be honest though. For me that have worked in commercial real estate, I may not like how Marceau does, for real, for real. I may not like his ways and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, that's good as fuck. For real, for a black man in commercial real estate, because it is a ton of white mother that occupy that space. Do you hear what I say? And they be bringing in bank. Okay, so for him to be a black man doing that in commercial real estate, I think that's good. Even though Courtney SHI'd on him about the 20 million girl, even though he shit on him for real. With the 20 million, Marceau had to, go ahead and hit him with the 17, but I'm sure that was a 17 of like quite a few projects that he probably worked on that year. But yeah, I still think it's good at the end of the day. Um, I do. Not y'all saying he didn't make 17 million. What, 17 from all three projects, at least on what? Least on one. What you mean least on one? Projects. You mean at least 1 million? Is that what you're saying? Now, that's what I'm thinking a little bit, right? I'm thinking it could have been maybe 5 million, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it could have been. You feel what I'm saying? It could have been up in. I don't know about the 17. I have to say, but even if it is just a few million, because so many white men dominate that industry, I still, for me, I think that is still good. Regardless of how many mil it is, for real, for real. But I just cannot confirm or deny that 17, girl. I'm not even gonna play. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you on that. Oh, less known one project got you. If Marceau made 17 mil, what he have to show for it? Cars. Ooh, He should be living in a better house than what we have now. And Scott's manor would be built allegedly. Listen, embarrassing. Listen, that man got that money and had to spend it back out. That's what it's giving. I feel you on that though. I would think that he would at least be living in a different spot after he sat up there and told Tisha, like, oh, we're just gonna live here for a limited time, and girl, we don't look forward and y'all fast forward and y'all still living there all these many years, you know. But he could have took a lot of that money and went and bought that land just so that they can build Scott Manor. And that could be why some of the money is tied the hell up in an effort to build that land out. But I don't know because I haven't dug deep to do research that I could do, but don't really care to do. Um, yeah. So I mean, it could be many reasons, but and that's probably why they're still staying in their house because the plan is for them to move over to Scott Manor. Ain't no point in moving out their house, getting you another mortgage when the whole goal is to build on this land and then move on that property. So I mean, I don't know what their plan is, you know. But I just had to be honest with that. Courtney and Stormy live like they're worth 20 million versus Tisha and Mark. So I mean, it's given that. It's given that. It's given that, girl. It's given that. Marcel has to be talking about the bid. He is definitely not taking that home after paying off. Listen, I was thinking I have to agree with that, Andrew, because I'm like, if you have these different people coming onto the property, um, I'm thinking about like developers, whoever's a part of that team, the construction. You got to pay them mother. So yeah, you probably did close this particular deal, but what did you really get from that? What did you really make from that? After all of this construction, you had to pay these people, you had to take care of this, you had to pay that out, you had to do that. Then what did you have, left over for real, for real? Um, let's see. Oh, what you said? The buildings were worth 17 million. He did not make anything near 17 mil. If he did, he would have moved out of that. Not a trap house, baby, by the freeway. Come on, Jamie. Listen, I'm just telling you, girl. I'm just giving you my perspective of it. I haven't looked at no building to see what the worth of it is or anything. I haven't looked up no articles or nothing. This is just my free thoughts. Okay. So he probably did. I told y'all I cannot confirm that he took home a 17 mil, but what I will say, the meals that he was able to get is good. Um, let's see. Let's see. What else? Okay. If that's the case, why they take out those PP? Ooh, yes, why they take out those PPP loans and that dream home looks the same as it did season one. I do think that that is the same. Well, I ain't gonna say that's the same home because at first it was like a townhome. Now they moved to a house on a corner by a stop sign or something like that. So yeah, but here's the other thing. Y'all got me up here somewhat defending the Scots, and I don't like that. Okay. But when it comes to PPP loans, understand they weren't the only ones taking them out. A lot of corporations were taking them out and then wasn't even hiring people. And that's what I was talking about on another one of my lives. I think it was this weekend. I was just talking about how these corporations like to do. They like to act like they got money, Fortune 500 companies and all this and that. I expect you to have money stacked up. So when hard times hit, like the pandemic, you're not laying off 75% of your damn staff trying to save face. You see what I'm saying? And they too were some of the individuals that got a damn PPP loan. So, girl, I'm just saying, girl, it just be like this sometimes, child. They were the only ones getting them. Some of your favorite companies have gotten them. You feel what I'm saying? But there's that girl. Let me move on. Okay, I ain't trying to, defend on folks no more than what I am, girl. Stormy's a peace party. Let's get to it, okay? Tisha. Tisha arrives, okay? Tisha arrives again in her sneakers. Tisha arrives again in her sneakers, okay? And then gonna say, oh, well, I mean, I didn't know, girl. You said we was gonna be sitting on the floor. So I mean, like, I just, I put on my shorts and my sneak girl. And I feel like Stormy probably told them the proper attire or told them the type of thing she was trying to do. Because why is everybody else kind of like dressy a bit, and you come in there with some other sneakers on. But I mean, t-shirt, you're gonna do what you want to do anyway, because that's just how you is. Okay. Destiny arrives with her cousin Demi. I thought her name was Tammy or something, but I guess it's Demi. But either way, she arrives with her cousin, right? So Destiny says that she brought her cousin for backup. You did what? You brought your cousin for who? Ma'am, not you being the one that's always on 10. Not you being the one, this was up, this was up, this was up. Not you. But you needed backup for Melly Mel. That doesn't make sense. That's stupid. Not you bringing that lady for backup. And I just thought it was interesting when her cousin got there. Her cousin went over there and spoke to Mel and sat next to her. So did you sit next to her because you actually have a relationship with Mel? You know Mel, you familiar with her, whatever? Or did you sit next to her just in case anything got wrong? You could reach over. Which one was it? Hmm. Not Destiny, the big bad wolf, no sat up there and brought her cousin, girl. Wow, wow, wow. What else ended up happening? So yeah, she says that she brought her cousin because she knows she's a rider. Then yeah, Demi went to go speak to Mel. She sat next to her, all of that. So Stormy says that she didn't know Destiny was bringing a guest. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I kind of felt the way about that. Now, Stormy, did you bring a guest also, not only for Mel? But like, I want to know. I do. I want to know. So, did you bring a guest because unannounced, because Stormy popped up unannounced at your event, and you felt like it was a two for two? Like, boom, I got you back. See, your event, if that is the case, was a public one. This is this lady's private ass property. And you done sat up here and brought somebody over here. Now, see, Stormy was real nice to say, "Oh no, it's okay, it's okay." She brought somebody. I didn't know, girl. I didn't know she was coming. No, it's fine. I had an extra seat. You could get right there, squeeze in. Thank you. No, I didn't know she was. I didn't know she was bringing. I didn't know anything. Now, see, if that was your house, you would have felt the way. You feel what I'm saying? You definitely would. You would not have liked that, Miss Stormy Storm. I'm sorry, not Stormy Storm, but Miss Destiny. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, it's me. Did you see Stormy going on IG about Destiny Plus One? No. Stormy typically saves her lives though. So I mean, if she did put it on her live, or I don't know if it was on her live or on her story. But I'll have to check it out because I didn't see that, girl. I ain't know. Let me see if she put something up recently. I don't see nothing recently. I didn't know that. What did she say? Tell me what she said. Her son is so freaking cute. He is so adorable. He just look like he be happy all the time. He is too cute. Thank you for the super chat. Now I didn't know she went on and on about that on her page. I didn't know that. Thank you so much, Quandria, for the super chat. That water sip in the side eye was cracking me up. Thank you so much for the super chat. I was just trying to understand. I just wanted to make it, make sense a little bit, because I'm like, why would you bring this lady? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep going. All right. So talked about it. Okay, so the ladies start doing these mantras. Okay, everybody goes around, they do their mantra. When it gets to Melody, Melody says that her mantra is that she desires peace, love, and harmony. So Miss Destiny decided that she was gonna clear her throat when this woman is talking. And I'm cackling to myself because I said, yo, ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, you are so bothered. Ma'am, you are so bothered, ma'am. Ma'am, you're so bothered. You're bothered. You're bothered, ma'am. Okay. American Mel can barely get her words out before you get the coughing. And what kills me though, honestly, is all of the coughing, all of the shade that was thrown in the confessionals, and we'll get back to that or whatever, only for it to be your turn to speak and you say you ain't got shit to say. Seems like you had a lot to say. Seems like you had a lot. Like it's the time to talk about it. Like let's talk then. Since you want to talk, let's talk. You had a lot to say when you sat down over there with Tisha, and then they ended up dropping that exclusive footage of y'all also, having more to say or whatever. You had something. So let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. It don't have to be rah, rah, rah. Okay, let's talk. You got so much to say any other time. So yeah, I said Destiny throwing all this shade in the confessional. Meanwhile, Melody is actually giving her grace in the confessional. Melody is like, I've been through a divorce. I know what she's going through, whatever, I don't put that on any woman, whatever. Okay, she was being understanding. But Destiny gets in the confessional and talk about how Mel kind of made herself look like a fool because she was coming at somebody's grandma. I said, no, ma'am, you made yourself look like a fool at your own events. Okay. And your friends are feeling very uncomfortable, Tisha and Kimmy, because they're trying to get you out this stank ass attitude mode that you're in, yet you wanted to continue to be in 10, so much so that when you could not have somebody that agreed with you on how you felt, you ran to your daddy in hopes that your daddy was going to agree with you. Remember when you ran to the back? Yeah. Okay. So it's something about it that it makes me think that Destiny enjoys being in a space of misery a lot. And I don't know, maybe that just takes a lot of, maybe she just needs to, continue to work on her healing or something. But anyway, so Stormy brings up the game. She wants to play this game, and it's called what I think or something like that, or what I said, what I think, what you heard or something like that. No, what I think, what you heard, but what I meant. Something like that, or what I said, what you heard, what I meant. Whatever it was, they play this game. Okay. And we're gonna get the continuation of that on next week's episode. But Stormy goes on to talk about when she had the issue with the Destiny at Galentine's and how Destiny perceived the information to be different. Stormy was just like, listen, I was not trying to come at you wrong. I just wanted to get an understanding because I heard Mel's side and I wanted to hear your side as well. And Destiny didn't take it like that. Right. But after they finally had a conversation months later, they're finally on the same page and they good, they cool, it's all well. Okay, so there's that. What else happened? Stormy asks who's next. Okay, she wants to talk to the next person. I believe the next person ended up being Tiffany. So Tiffany says, listen, I had some issues with Mr. Girl too. And they was like, well, girl, what was it? Okay. Stormy, I'm not Stormy, but Destiny was like, well, let's go, BIT. Okay, let's go. Tiffany said, is this Detroit? Is this, let me know. Okay. What part of Michigan is this? It's Detroit. Okay. And Miss Destiny was like, it is, girl. So be careful. All right. Yikes, honey. Yikes, 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 yikes. So, what's that lady name? Tiffany. So Tiffany had issues with Destiny. And this was interesting because I felt like we learned more information that I didn't necessarily know. So Tiffany says, Tiffany referenced the brunch. Remember when the brunch took place and Tiffany told, and I feel like it was for Destiny's birthday, maybe somebody's birthday. And Tiffany tells this woman, like, oh, yeah, I remember you because remember when I went to an event and your husband was there and da 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 da. And we come to find out that it was never Destiny. It was a whole nother woman that her husband was with. Okay. Her husband at the time was with. And we see where Miss Destiny gets up and walked off. Now, I drugged Tiffany for that. And I felt like, Tiffany, you was out of line, girl. You was wrong. You don't bring that SHI up. Woo, 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 dot, 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 dot. Okay? You was wrong, girl. And some part of me, still feel like she was wrong, but that's really because I ain't have all of the details. But now Tiffany is pretty much saying Destiny already knew. They had already had that conversation prior to that whole little link up. I guess Destiny was caught off guard that she brought it back up to the ladies, but Tiffany, who don't read the room all the time, probably was thinking like it's cool to bring it up because me and you just talked about it. So I'm just explaining to the ladies like how we know each other, like it's not that big. So Destiny makes this dramatic scene and she walks out. It did definitely took for Kimmy to kind of break it down for everybody to understand like what is Tiffany trying to say. And I'm just like, whoa, 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 whoa. BIT, not you over here acting all extra mad or whatever. Girl, you was putting on for production. That's what you was doing. Okay, so hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So Destiny says that she did not like Tiffany's delivery. She didn't like her delivery to situations. This kind of irritated me a little bit because I did feel like for me, Destiny, you always talking about other people's delivery, but you never seem to give a damn about your own. That's the thing for me. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. You always talking about with other people. What about what it is that you're doing? Okay, but I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. That's the short answer, girl. Let's move on. So Destiny says the woman that Tiffany was talking about that she saw her husband with was Melnika. But what we're hearing is that nothing happened between the two. It was just that they ended up getting an award on the same night. Okay, that's all that it was that she knew about. Okay, so then it's like, okay, well then with that information, then Destiny, and maybe it's some other things that we're missing, but with that information and you knowing exactly what Tiffany is talking about and who she's talking about, and you see it as not a big deal, why then make it a big deal? Because it's not even just about Tiffany saying it at the table and you getting up being dramatic and walking out, but you also went to Melody because you did not, excuse me, like Tiffany. So you were already not featuring her or whatever the case was a long time ago. So I'm a little confused. If you knew that it wasn't that deep, then why did you make it that deep? Does anybody have an answer? Because, girl, no, ma'am. Mm. Right. Okay. So let's see what else happens. So Destiny and Tisha, when it's their turn, okay? Now it's fast forwarding. It's getting to them. It's their turn, and what's her name? Miss Destiny don't even want to participate. I don't even know what Destiny said. Destiny said something like, "No, I'm good. I'm fine," or whatever. When it came down to Tisha, Tisha didn't want to speak. Kimmy said, "How the hell did it skip y'all?" And it came straight to me. That's not making sense. And so Tisha says, "Well, I don't think I have anything to say to anybody from the past that wasn't already clear or understood or something like that." And I'm like, Tisha, I hear you, and I did understand her not wanting to kind of go back and forth with Mel, or create any issues in that moment. But for me, also, it's like your body language is saying something different. Your body language is giving passive aggressive. So, are you sure there isn't something that you just might want to address and get over with and get an understanding so y'all can move on? Because for me, if y'all watch Married to Medicine, this is where I feel like Anila, Destiny is Quad and Tisha is Anila, vice versa. I felt like Tisha only followed the lead of what Destiny did. Had Destiny spoke on it, Tisha would have spoken on it, because Tisha would have probably felt like, okay, yeah, I can add to that, or she can add to what it is that I'm saying, or whatever. Like, I just felt like she was following the lead of whatever Destiny was doing, in my opinion. It made me think about Anila and Quad. So what else? It gets to Mel. Mel calls out the fact that she spoke to Destiny at her launch or whatever, and Destiny may have not heard her, and Destiny was like, "Nah, she didn't hear her, or whatever." And then she goes on to, so Stormy asked her something like, "Okay, now that you know that Melody actually spoke, like, does that change your thoughts about anything or whatever?" And Destiny was like, "No, it don't." And I'm like, "Okay, bet, like, done." Like, I feel like Mel, I would have really been like, the conversation next week wouldn't even happen. Like, it's fine. It's not. It's okay. It's not, baby. It's not. I promise you, it's okay, sweetheart. It's good. Like, it's. I promise, we're good. We're good. No, 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 no. Okay. No, we don't have. You said it right. You said it right before you said no. So my answer is no as well. I don't have nothing else to say. I know I spoke to this lady. I'm gonna let the cameras, I'm gonna let the audio sit up here and verify everything. I'm not gonna sit up here and have a conversation. If I ain't trying to have no real friendship with you for real, it really ain't no point in us sitting down having no talk. We ain't gotta talk about too much goddamn thing. Okay. You've already said everything you wanted to say on social media. I've said everything I wanted to say on social media. I've also tried to address the issues at the time that we needed to address them. So that's dead. Now, that's how I feel in this moment. Keep in mind, this scene is not finished. So once we see it on next week's episode, it's probably going to be something different, to where they may come to an understanding to where, hey, we need to have this conversation with just us and not everybody else. And that could be something that's going to lead to them having this one-on-one talk, but some part of me was like, girl, fuck that one-on-one. Girl, I wish you, listen, come on, Whitney. I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you to get the hell up out my face, okay? Because we have nothing else to talk about, sweetheart. Nothing else. I'm good. You're good. We good. We see each other. perfect. Okay. So I don't even think the talk gonna go well because just last week or so, what did we see? We saw Destiny not even giving credit to Melody at all for allowing her to come onto such a platform. If anything, she was over here giving credit to Martell. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, and so I mean, girl, let that lady do what she gonna do out here in these streets because she gonna do that anyway. Cause that's just how she is. Oh, girl. So that was pretty much the show, girl. That was the show. Um, yeah, that was the show. We'll see what they're gonna give us on the next season. All right. Of course, the next episodes, but I'm thinking about next season because I'm thinking about the cast. Like, are these the same people going to continue to be around for the next season? Are we going to look for other individuals? It is a situation where it's kind of like if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we complain about the show, but then we go and we watch it, you know, in the masses. It's like tons of us that go and still still continue to watch the show. So I don't see why they would change up stuff. As much as I would like to not see Destiny, in all honesty, I feel like we're gonna continue to see her for real. Because think about it, it's the people that y'all dislike the most on the shows that checks be secured the most, in my personal opinion. Because we couldn't stand Kenya Moore for years. Check secured. I feel like the same thing with Nene until the check wasn't secured. I feel like she may have caused a little bit at home. But anyway, outside of that, these people have continued to be on the show. Hell, a lot of y'all can't stand Candace Dillard over there on Real Housewives of Potomac. So far, check secured. We can't stand Giselle. Check secured. So I feel like the same thing would happen with Miss Destiny. I also feel like in order to maintain relevancy on the show, as long as Melody is on the show, it's going to be her constantly coming at Mel, or them having some sort of friction outside of Melody and Martell. You see what I'm saying? Like they're gonna have some more friction because we already saw that play out online when she was airing, or I think they both aired each other out about the child custody or something like that, on social media back in August or whatever. So I feel like at some point that's probably gonna play a role, maybe for the next season, or once this season wraps up, he may not use none of that. He may just leave it out in an effort to kind of like start fresh and move forward with new storylines, maybe the same people. I'm not sure, but it's just a thought of mine. This a thought of mine. I'm gonna let it. Let's see. Kenya still had redeeming qualities and was transparent. Kenya was definitely transparent. Even if I don't know about the redeeming, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about the redeeming qualities, girl. But the transparency I will give. But and maybe those qualities have been there when you say redeeming, because I did not start liking Kenya until like 2-3 years ago. Okay. And I've been going up from this squirrel. Okay. But maybe those qualities have always been there and I just didn't see it at the time. So you could have a point. Destiny needs to leave because I feel like being on the show is giving her a mental breakdown. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these reality stars may go through that same mental, but I don't think it's something she's going to leave when it's giving her a check. A lot of them are going to hang on. It's like y'all gonna have to tell me to leave. Y'all gotta tell me to leave before I release this check up off my hand. Drop Tiffany and her husband. Excuse me. Add Stormy and her husband. We need another single mom that's starting a business and is actually flourishing, unlike Destiny. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. If Carlos doesn't get rid of Destiny, Mel needs to bring her cousins on. Got you. I want to see more successful couples, what the show was originally about. This show has very little reality. The only people who are truly transparent on this show are the hosts. Everyone else is either lies or Mel is bad. It's boring now. Got you. Storyline is either lies or Mel. Got you, got you, got you, got you. Per Melody, they were Martell's friends, but it was her connection that put Marcel and Tisha on in real estate. And I believe her since the resources left with Mel in the divorce. Period, child. For Tisha to be so educated, she had a brain the size of a mustard seed, and Destiny is just plain plain ignorant. She really needs counseling. They need to tell her whomever she's mad at, go find them. Whoa. Gotcha. Tisha and Destiny was talking about Mel in the hotel room. They have a common enemy. Now they are best friends on the show. Agreed. I kind of feel like the conversations they could have been having in that room was similar to the one they had at the table. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is exactly how it went, and that's what Mel heard. Entertain, like, some people they don't have space for that, right? A lot of people don't have space for that when it comes to their friendships. Like, you shouldn't be entertaining any small conversation about me at all. Like, Destiny may dress it up and be like, oh, well, it really wasn't that bad. We was just talking about da 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 da. Like, it don't matter. If you my friend and you already know that you came on the show by way of me and my ex or my husband at the time, like, we made room for you to come onto this show, and then you turn around and you want to befriend a person that you know from the beginning since season one, I ain't been really rocking with like that. Noted. So, I mean, I can't really fault that lady for Xing her out. So it ain't too much she could say, or, girl, it ain't too much she could say or do. You know what I'm saying? It was some Destiny said. Oh, Destiny was talking about how she was trying to reach out to Mel or something and wasn't able to talk to her to work out whatever issue. Some part of me thinks the reason Mel could have possibly stopped answering your calls is because, have y'all ever had people around you that talk about other folks? And one thing about it, if a person will come and entertain a conversation with you about somebody else, they probably gonna entertain a conversation with somebody else about you. And I wonder if Mel saw this in Destiny's character, which is a reason why Melody was like, okay, bet. Soon as I heard a small little thing, then I know that you have given Tisha room and space to even discuss me in whatever manner. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna opt out, and we just not gonna be cool no more because I already know how you roll based on how I've seen you show yourself up at a later time. And I think that's very fact. I definitely could see that happening. I feel like in my own situation, when I saw how a person would move, I wouldn't necessarily, I think my fault was continuing to be around the person. But what I would do was I would scale back on information about myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be sitting back like, which is actually stupid. Now that I think about it, like, if you don't feel comfortable, like, why you around them? Like, that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many people in this world for you to be cool with, for you to be sitting up here trying to be cool. Like, that's dumb. But anyway, you feel what I'm saying, girl? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Destiny really thought Mel had a weak mind. And she really thought Mel was going to break down and fall apart when their friendship ended, but proved her and Tisha wrong. Gotcha. Destiny acts like the people on the show owes her something instead of owning up to her shortcomings. Period. So that's gonna be interesting to see who does and does not take accountability when she and Melody have that sit down conversation next week. Again, I don't think it went anywhere. I really don't, based on Destiny getting slick on social media not too long ago. So, but not wait, I gotta take that back a little bit. Because now that I think about it, Destiny could have gotten slick on social media because that was after the reunion was filmed. So maybe something happened at the reunion for Destiny to feel like, oh yeah, we really not good. So I'm gonna say whatever the hell it is I want to say on social media. I'm not thanking her for nothing. I give glory to Mr. Martell, Carlos, and his production, but Miss Mel, no. Um. So yeah. So the people who told Destiny that Mel not effing with her no more is Martell. Ooh. Martell, I wouldn't be surprised because Martell had already told her a long time ago, you next. Ooh, told her you next. Mel falls out with everybody. That's what he said, you next. But we don't know the true situations as to why Mel may have quote unquote fell out with everybody. And with this situation, I feel like she was justified with Destiny. Because I'm like, girl, you talk about me like with this, I'm talking with her. Like, you know that? I told you to get your, like, yeah, develop a friendship with her on your own. That didn't mean your friendship should come to the cost of discussing me. For what? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just what I was talking about, girl. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else before I hop up off this thing. I'm gonna try to go live in a little bit to do a quick chat, probably in like an hour with you guys. Let me see. Probably like an hour so that we could do a quick chat on some topics and things, and then yeah, yeah, probably like an hour or so. We'll do a quick chat. Then once that's over, I'm gonna try to come back to you guys so we can go live and talk about Married to Medicine, Real Housewives of Potomac, and all of that other stuff. Let's see. Dusty wanted too much from Mel. Listen, girl, Miss Girl said she wanted a village. I wonder if she found it. And Tiffany Shady behind is showing her true colors too. Ooh, listen. I mean, it was a little side eye, just a little bit. I'm like, Tiffany, not you just sitting in this lady's office chit chatting and giggling with Destiny, then that came out here and called that lady out. We appreciate you calling her out because I did not know the backstory for real, for real. But Tiffany been shady from the beginning. I don't know why nobody really surprised for real. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm about to hop off, okay? So I'm about to go ahead and hop off. I thank you guys so much for joining. Definitely like the video if you have yet to do so. Subscribe to the channel, all that great jazz. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, on Facebook, all that great stuff at Jamie That's Me. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.